Hi everyone, had a request from a student to talk about and walk them through the math of the input-output report. This is a report that's used by a work center to manage what's going in the work center, what's going out of the work center, work in process or inventory, whatever you want to look at. So in our example here, you'll see on the right side MTS. So we're going to work with a make-to-stock environment, which means anything extra you build goes into stock here. So on our example here, we've got periods across the top, and I did put in planned input. So the plan is to bring in 20 orders per, or 20 parts, if you want to call it, per period. And on the output side, we're only going to get 15 out the door at that point. So if we walk through the math here, down at the bottom, we're starting out with 20 in stock. The plan is to bring in another 20 to be built. So now we've got 20 plus 20, which is 40. Okay. And we only get 15 done. So what that means is we have 25 left in the work center here. And then for the second period, it's the same thing. So we go up by 5 more. And then the third period, same thing. We're building up work in process or inventory. So this is kind of the plan. For whatever reason, we've got this kind of plan. The second part then is to say, okay, let's look at what actually happened. So I'm going to do that in black here. And let's say in the first period, we only bring in 18, and then we get 15 done. So instead of going from 20 to 25, so if you look at it this way, we brought in 18 and we only got 15 out the door, or out of the work center. We have 3 additional ones sitting in stock, so now we're up to 23. Second period, let's say we bring in 22 jobs or parts or whatever, and we only get 15 done, then it jumps up to 30. And let's say in the third period, we bring in 20 and we get 22. Well, let's do 28. Okay, so we bring in 20, we get 28 out, so it goes down by 8 to 22. And then the fourth period, we bring in 20, we get 15 done, we go up to 27. So it's what we have to do in this process is we look at the plan first and then look at the actual afterwards, regardless of what the plan was. And that allows us to not get confused on the math. The other part of this conversation also from I don't know if I'd call it pragmatic or a working standpoint, is as we perform in each period, we watch how we perform compared to plan, and it may make us change numbers down the road. But the goal is we bring in enough orders to keep the work center busy, but not overflow it so we turn into chaos. We don't want to have too little work in the work center so that people kind of freeze up and slow down because they don't want to run out of work. So we attach guidelines or policies with the numbers here to say, if this happens, this is what we want to do, and adjust numbers accordingly. So that's the essence of the input-output report.